Well, that was incredibly frustrating. Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video here to talk about the New York Jets versus Minnesota Vikings. Before we get started today, I wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. Well, the Jets lose 27-22. They had a couple of chances to win that one, but just unable to get the job done today in Minnesota. Very frustrating one. We're going to break it down. First possession. First play of the game, holding on Corey Davis. Not a very good drive for Corey Davis as, Mike White would get picked off because Corey Davis was trying to catch the ball with his body. He was kind of off his back shoulder. Ball pops up in the air, intercepted. Not an ideal start to the game. The Jets defense, though, they would clamp down, hold Minnesota to a field goal. So 3-0 Vikings off the hop here. Jets pick up a couple of first downs. James Robinson was back in as Michael Carter was injured in this game. He had a big catch on third down from Corey Davis, who turned it around after a tough start, but really rough start there for Corey Davis. And rough day for a lot of wide receivers not named Garrett Wilson in this one. Almost picked off again, this time off of Tyler Conklin's shoulder, pops up in the air, and Corey Davis comes in and plays some defense. Jets settle for a field goal, 3-3 in this one. Next drive for the Minnesota Vikings, you had a big run from Dalvin Cook, a nice pass breakup on read on Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins, slow start to this game, 0 for 5 to start, and the Minnesota Vikings were forced to punt. Next Jets possession, Bam Knight, face mask, adds yardage to it. Corey Davis, false start. Another penalty backs him up. Jets forced to punt after that. Then this was the drive of penalties. Were some borderline? Yes, we'll get into those. But yeah, DJ Reed on a hold. And then they would pick up a 4th and 1 and get it. Sauce Gardner would have a hold. And then you would have Jordan Whitehead, who would get called for a flag, hit up high on Justin Jefferson. I don't know, man. Just make him play two-hand touch at this point. This isn't real football. I don't even know what to say anymore. Dalvin Cook runs it in for a 10-3 game. Jets offense, not much going on at that point. They punt. Cousins, QB sneak for a first down. Was there holding? Maybe. Yes. Not called. Bad spot on third down leads to a first down. And then you see Alexander Madison run it in to put the Minnesota Vikings up 17-3. This one starts to feel, pretty bleak, but the Jets offense would come alive after that. Mike White, a little conservative on the next possession, throwing short of the sticks a few times. They go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, turnover on downs. Vikings would gain a first down and then settle for 3 to go up 20-3, a 17-point lead for Minnesota, which would quickly evaporate there. A nice completion to Garrett Wilson. Then Mike White was a little bit high for Garrett Wilson. Moore couldn't get the feed in bounds. That was a frustrating one on the sideline. I don't know how he doesn't double tap there and get in bounds. But then Greg the leg at the end of the half from 60 yards. Good. 22-6 at that point. Jets defense comes up big, forces a punt for the Minnesota Vikings to start on the next possession. Then, okay, great. These are things you love to see. And you had a big-time throw to Garrett Wilson. More first down run. Jets settle for 3, 20-9. And this is a trend that we saw way too often in this game. The Jets settling for 3 in the red zone, unable to get into the end zone and get touchdowns. Vikings pick up a first down. Michael Carter II, who left the game with an injury, came back in. He gets hurt again. Michael Clemens leaves. He would later return, thank God. But then a Quinnen Williams sack would force a Minnesota Vikings punt. So the Jets staying very much so alive in this one, despite being down 29, not much offense. Garrett Wilson, again, big catch for a first down. Then a hit to CJ Uzomah. Fant comes in the game now for Max Mitchell, who was not great in the first half. They come back in. A George Fant penalty backs the Jets up. They throw a screen on third down. Jets would settle for 3 again. 20-12 at this point is your score. Jets defense forces a 3 and out. They hold their own. You have the huge Garrett Wilson catch and run Absolutely love to see. It looks like, oh, maybe Garrett's going to get in the end zone. Unfortunately, steps out of bounds. Stop me if you heard this one. The Jets have to settle for 3 points. Zerline hits again. 20-15 is your score. Jets trail by 5. Next possession was really bad defense by the New York Jets. They were getting gashed up and down the field. Vikings right up and down. They go up 27-15. Justin Jefferson gets in the end zone there. And it's a 12-point game once again, a double-digit lead for the Minnesota Vikings. Jets not done. Bam Knight, huge run. Defensive pass interference put the Jets inside the 5. White runs it down to the 1-yard line. Then on 4th and 1, quarterback sneak. Mike White, does he get in? Initially ruled no, but after review, they go back, they look at it, and he does get into the end zone on the rushing attempt. 27-22. Now the Jets are down only by 5 points. Things start to get a little bit of wild here. Quinnen Williams gets hurt on the next possession after stopping a run. He goes off with a shoulder. Thankfully was good to return. Thank God. The Jets lucked out with some of their injuries. Reed looked like he was banged up. Quinnen looked like he was banged up. Michael Clemens looked like he was banged up. Go right down the line. It looks like the Jets were going to suffer numerous injuries in this one. They bounce back. Quincy Williams has a big-time tackle, forces a punt. The Jets have a chance here in this one. First main look for the next Jets possession was White trying to hit Garrett Wilson down the sideline a little bit too far. Probably would have been an 80-yard touchdown if they're able to connect on it. Instead, hits Corey Davis for a first down, Braxton Berrios for a first down, and then 4th and 10, a big time, and I mean big time, throw and catch from Mike White to Corey Davis, extends the drive, first down inside the 5. Bam Knight gets him down to the 1-yard line. 4th down, end goal from the 1, inside the 5-yard line. A throw to Braxton Berrios, dropped, unable to catch the football. Braxton Berrios, unfortunately, unable to catch the football. Extremely frustrating. You got to come up with that one, man. Mike White put it right there for you. Can't catch the football. The Jets, though, defense has to come up with a stop. They cause a 3-and-out. All right, Jets have one more chance. They have the ball. They have to drive down the field. Need a touchdown to get back in this game. Big time throw to Garrett Wilson, picks up a first down. Then the Jets get into a 4th and 10 opportunity. Can the New York Jets pick up yet another 4th down? No. Picked off. Mike White intercepted for the second time today, and that would be all she wrote. Jets lose 27-22. Unfortunately, not enough in the red zone. The Jets unable to get in the end zone, unable to convert field goals into touchdowns, and Mike White ends the day 31 of 57. Threw the ball 57 freaking times in the game, completed 54% of his passes, 369 yards, which is 6.5 yards per attempt. No passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 59.8 rating. Tough pill to swallow. Bam Knight was solid, running the football, 15 carries, 90 yards. The Jets as a team ran the ball 24 times for 120 yards, 5 yards a carry and a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, big day, 8 receptions, 162 yards. Corey Davis, 5 for 85. You had Ty Johnson, 6 for 38, but just unfortunately was not enough for the New York Jets in this one. They lose. They drop to 7-5, and now you have to root for the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Miami Dolphins. You also have to root for the Raiders to beat the Chargers, and now a very tough matchup for the New York Jets next week on the road in Buffalo. Tough loss for the New York Jets. They fought hard. They put in the effort, but at the end of the day, not enough offensively. They weren't able to convert 3s into 6s, and the Jets lose 27-22. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I am Matt O'Leary. I will talk to you next time.